Hello students, today we will discuss about Margaret Atwood presents a world, okay, in which the survival of a lone woman is almost impossible. ओके, मार्गरेट एटवुड ने प्रेजेंट किया है संसार में कि जहाँ जो अकेली वुमेन्स हैं वो किस तरीके से अपने आप को सरवाइव कर रही हैं। ओके, यह है आपका बॉडली हार्म जो कि मार्गरेट एटवुड ने लिखा है। ओके, इन बॉडली हार्म Margaret Atwood depicts a world in which the survival of Rennie, the heroine of the novel, is almost impossible. First, because she is a woman, and second, she is alone. First, because she is woman, and second, she is alone. She falls a prey to the ruse of men who dominated this world. They exploit Rennie sexually and use her to serve their purpose, and leave her in such a situation as she is unable to come out. She ends in jail for no fault of her. In the world of bodily harm, men are to be blamed for all Rennie's problem. They are effectively shown mixing things with politics and bringing a revolution, and it is evident that all the violent people hitting the prisoners, for example, are men. They love power, but they do not know how to use it for the good of people. Indeed, the novelist has created a situation of not only male molesting female, but also the represent people seeking power above all, oppressing any opponent in order to attain it. So the novelist points out the battle of every disadvantaged group to obtain the right to exist and live in equality with the people governing them. Through this book, the novelist poses various questions and invites the reader to contemplate them. She is successful in doing this because she does not only show the readers the obvious problem of our world, but also men's hidden faces and the way their different aspects are mingled. Margaret Atwood shows in Bodily Harm how Rennie struggled to find her identity both as a woman and as a person, and to define the limits of her body are mingled. These problems put her in jeopardy. This is tightly connected with her relationship with the men, since at the same time they create and solve her problems. She is physically and psychologically attacked by men, those that use the circumstances of taking advantage of Rennie, as she is in a state in which she turns to men to find help. The situation presented in Bodily Harm is an extreme one. Indeed, it makes this novel appealing because the parts of the events may have happened to the reader. Margaret Atwood shows both the paradoxes of the world and world, each personality in order to create a complex way. She invites the reader to follow the heroines through this last from a woman's point of view, not of someone trying to promote or depends upon ideas. Though Margaret Atwood is a feminist, she has no hesitation in criticizing this movement. She shows the reader that trouble comes not from men. Women are not poor, helpless victims but also have failures and make mistakes. However, this book is about women. Canadians are the women among the different nations. So, Rennie being a woman and a Canadian, she is twice a woman. Actually, the author also regards all who have weakness and suffer misunderstanding. This makes the book interesting and appealing for everyone because almost anyone can identify with the characters. In this book, she also spots light on the fact that a life can be totally changed and be modeled like plastic. In here it is done in a very negative way, and the novelist invites us to think how we can do better. Rennie is caught in a wave created by men like Jack, Paul and Minot as she finds it impossible to come out of it. Each man exploits and uses her, and in the end she is left squeezed. The novel gives us the impression that the world is not a fit place to live in. Her a simple woman like Rennie. Here her only fault is that she believes the men who came in her life and let them use her in whatever way they like. Okay. Rennie faces many fears. One of her fears is that the limits between the inside and outside of her body could vanish. This is evident from a number of her thoughts. Most of all, she is afraid of the idea to be cut open and that the inside of her body would come out. That physical fear of being open reflects her refusal or inability to psychologically open up to her boyfriend Jack. The fear of physical loss seems unbearable for her. Her fear seems to symbolize her of her cancer. She feels that the dead cells in her body and the germs of cancer are invading her whole body without being stopped by any fence. But this fear has been troubling her well before her illness, and cancer only increases it. At any cost, she wants to feel secure and not lost. If the structure of life is perturbed, she loses her marks and finally feels in an unknown and potentially dangerous world. As in San Antonio, where everyone is not what they seem and cannot be defined, she loses all control over her life. What really frightens her is the idea of a body whose limits in the inside and the outside are disappearing. This seems to point out that deeply inside her is the fear of her flesh. She is afraid of it being harmed. Of course, surgery is the exact realization of this fear. When she is surgery is the exact realization of this fear. When she is operated and the breast of her is cut off, this act breaks the limits of her body. It is very common for a woman to feel harmed when a breast of theirs is removed. The harm may not be apparent, but the breast of theirs is removed. The harm may not be apparent. Scar is always there. This is often not recognized and is not believed to be an important issue. Nevertheless, it is highly important for women concerned because breast is an important part of her body and if it is removed, all her attraction is gone forever. This leads Rani even to question the reality of her body and fact that it belongs to her because it does not attract and arouse Jack any more, and since she is used to living very much through him, her body vanishes in his mind to the impossibility to have a physical relationship with the Jack leads him to break up. The separation does not help Rani to improve. Finding herself with literary nobody, she still have to physically live in it. As a result of it, she sees her body as a part from her, a piece of flesh she has to carry all the time, a piece of flesh only creating a lot of problem. Lenny feels that the limits of her body are trespassed by strangers who invaded it. Any woman in that situation would feel attacked. Any very vulnerable women need integrity and control over. They are frightened to imagine someone cutting her own flesh and is impressed how someone can know what is inside her that she ignores. Furthermore, this knowledge gives an edge over her. Women must at all costs get rid of curse of their fear. They must make men admit that the physical relationship between the sexes must be on equal terms and that the needs and desire of women are important as those of men.